Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Muhammad Adam and today I will be presenting my group, which is Group 4, to present about the Israel and the Arab culture. First of all, I will start with me. Now we will look into the realm of Israel. First of all, we have the origin. Now I have divided two parts of the origin. The first one, the cradle, which happened circa 1200 BCE, before the Common Era. Now the origins of the Jewish people lie in the ancient southern Levant, historically known also as Canaan, Judea or Israel. According to biblical narrative and archaeological consensus, Israeli kingdoms, or the kingdoms of Israel and Judah, were established here during the Iron Age. So the origin of the Israel realm can be traced back into the Iron Age. Now next, in the origin, we have the exile and diaspora, which happened during the 70 CE, the year of the Common Era. Following conquest by the Assyrians and Babylonians, and after the destruction of Jerusalem by the Roman Empire in 70 CE, the vast majority of Jewish people was forced into exile, creating the diaspora, where the Jewish people dispersed across Europe, North Africa and the Middle East. Now enough of the origin, now we will look into the modern realm of the Israel, which is how the modern Israel world is looking right now. First, we have the Zionist movement, which happened in the late 19th century. After 2,000 years, Jews have maintained a cultural and religious connection to the land through daily prayers and texts. But in the late 1800s, they were faced with rampant anti-Semitism in Europe. A secular political movement called Zionism emerged, advocate for the return of the Jews to their ancestral homeland to establish a sovereign state. Now in 1948, they tried to start a movement to re-establish the state, following after decades of Jewish immigration and the collapse of the Ottoman Empire and the subsequent British mandate. The State of Israel was officially declared in 1948, which created a modern Jewish majority democratic realm in the heart of the Middle East. Now next, we will be looking into the realm of the Arab world. The origin of Arab world also divided into two parts. The first one is the cradle. So historically, the origin of this realm is the Arabian Peninsula, or modern day known as Saudi Arabia, Yemen and so on in the Middle East. Now for centuries, the realm of the Arab world was inhabited primarily by nomadic Bedouin tribes and urban traders. And then in the 7th century of the CE, in the Common Era, the catalyst happened, which is the birth and rapid expansion of Islam under the Prophet Muhammad in the 610s CE. This has transformed these fragmented tribes of the Arabic people into a massive empire. Now looking at the modern realm of the Arab world, or the Arabic people, we can look at the Arab Islamic conquest. Through successive caliphates such as the Umayyads and the Abbasids, the Arab realm expanded rapidly through military conquest, trade and treaty. Now these conquests or trade and treaty, they have expanded the realm to the point that it swallowed the Levant, or modern day known as Syria, Lebanon, Jordan and Palestine, also Egypt, North Africa and parts of Persia. Next, we have the Arabization versus Islamization. As the empire grew, two processes happened. Islamization was the spread of the religion, while Arabization was the spread of the Arabic language and culture. Over the centuries, diverse population, Copts in Egypt, Berbers in North Africa, Arameans in the Levant, has adopted Arabic as their primary tongue, which is their native language, officially cementing them into the Arab world, although at first, historically, they were not included in the Arab world. Now we will be looking at the clash where these two realms actually intersect each other. For Israel, the geographic scale is roughly 8,500 square miles. This is only a tiny enclave by comparison to the Arab realm, which has over 5 million square miles spanning two continents, which is Africa and Asia. Now, the Israel realm bind their identity by their shared Jewish identity, Hebrew language and historical narrative, while Arab realm share Arabic language and a predominantly Islamic heritage. Now for both realm, or for both worlds, Their historical claim for Israel is based on ancient ancestral roots, historical statehood, and the necessity of a safe haven from global persecution. Now for the Arabs, based on centuries of continuous habitation, cultural development, and sovereignty under various Islamic empires. Now, because of these two realms actually intersect with each other, the modern Israeli realm was established directly on the land that Arab realm had considered an integral part of its own territory for over a millennium. Now, because of the geographic intersection, this has become an immediate flashpoint for war, identity struggles, and also competing definition of historical justice.
Now for this part, I will explain about the people of Israel, or also known as Israelis. Israel has a population of about 10.24 million people in 2026. The population is very diverse because it consists of different ethnic, religious, and cultural groups. The largest ethnic group in Israel is Jewish Israelis, followed by Arab Israelis. There are also smaller communities such as Druze, Christians, and other minority groups. Now, because of this diversity, Israeli society can be seen as multicultural. In terms of religion and language, the main religion in Israel is Judaism. However, other religions such as Islam, Christianity, and Druze beliefs are also practiced there. Israeli society includes both religious and secular people, which means not everyone follows religion in the same way. The main official language is Hebrew, while Arab is also widely spoken, especially among Arab citizens. Besides that, English is also commonly understood in places like cities, schools, tourism, and business. Next, for culture and lifestyle, Israeli culture is influenced by many different backgrounds, including Europe, North Africa, the Middle East, Russia, and Ethiopia. These influences can be seen in their food, music, festivals, traditions, and daily life. For example, Tel Aviv is known for its modern and urban lifestyle, while Jerusalem is more religious and historical. Another important part of Israeli society is military service. Most Jewish Israeli men and women are required to serve in the Israel Defense Forces or IDF when they reach adulthood. However, some groups may be exempted or have different rules, such as Arab citizens and some religious communities. So overall, Israeli people are diverse with different backgrounds, religious, languages, and lifestyles. This makes Israel a multicultural society with a unique and complex identity.
Hello everyone, my name is Natasha. Today I will be presenting about the Arab people. The Arab people are one of the largest ethnic and cultural groups in the world. There are more than 450 million Arabs living across countries that stretch from North Africa to the Middle East. Arabs live in 22 countries that are members of the Arab League. Although Arabs share a common language and cultural heritage, they are diverse in their traditions, customs, and local identities. Different regions have developed unique lifestyle influenced by their own history, geography, and local cultures. Next, let's look at religion and language. The majority of Arabs are Muslims, but there are also communities of Christians, Druze, and followers of other religions. Religions plays an important role in daily life, values, and celebration in many Arab societies. The main language spoken by Arabs is Arabic. While different countries have their own dialects, modern Standard Arabic is commonly used in education, media, and official communication. In some Arab countries, English and French are also widely spoken too. Now, let's move on to Arab culture and lifestyle. Arab culture places strong importance on family, hospitality, respect, and community values. These values can be seen in their food, clothing, music, literature, and even festivals. Some popular Arab foods include shawarma, kebab, hummus, falafel, and mansaf. Traditional clothing varies between countries, but common garments include the thobe and abaya. Family gatherings religious celebrations, and cultural festivals are very important part of Arab life. Even as many Arab cities become more modern and urbanized, traditional customs and values continue to be preserved and celebrated. In conclusion, the Arab people have rich and diverse culture shaped by shared heritage, language, traditions, and strong community values. Thank you so much for listening.
For my part today, I will be talking about the Israeli customs. These customs reflect the values, traditions, and daily life of the Israeli people. I will be focusing on three aspects, which is hospitality, family and social structure, and lastly, social etiquette and religion. First, we will be taking a look at the hospitality. Hospitality is highly valued in Israel. Israelis are known for their informal and friendly communication style. When guests visit a home, hosts often welcome them with food and drinks as a gesture of kindness and affection. Sharing a meal is a common way of showing respect and making visitors feel appreciated. This custom helps guests to feel comfortable and creates a welcoming atmosphere. Hospitality is considered an important part of building and maintaining social relationships in Israeli society. Next, we will be moving on to the family and social structure. Family plays a central role in Israeli culture. Family members often gather to share meals together, especially during important occasions and religious observances. And during these gatherings, blessings are commonly recited over wine and challah bread, particularly during Shabbat, which is the Jewish Sabbath. Maintaining close relationships with relatives is also highly valued. It is common for family members to travel and visit their parents or grandparents regularly. In addition, major holidays are usually celebrated with family gatherings, strengthening family bonds, and preserving traditions across the generations. And finally, we will be examining some of the aspects of social etiquette and religion in Israel. One unique custom is known as mud court, which is a popular beach game that resembles table tennis, but it is played without a table. It is so popular that many people consider it as Israel's unofficial national sport. The game is commonly played on beaches and is enjoyed by people of all ages. Another interesting custom is riding bicycles on Yom Kippur, which is the holiest day in Judaism. On this day, many people are refrained from driving, which make the streets unusually quiet and empty. As a result, many children and adults take the opportunity to ride their bicycles safely on the roads. And lastly, Saturday, or the Sabbath, is considered a holiday in Israel. Many businesses and stores close to observe the Sabbath and allow people to focus on rest, worship, and family activities. In general, employers are not permitted to require employees to work on this day unless special permits have been granted. In conclusion, Israeli customs emphasize hospitality, strong family relationships, and religious traditions. This custom help shape the country's cultural identity and highlight the importance of community, respect, and family values.
Okay, now we'll move on to the customs of Arabic people compared to the Israeli people. Firstly, we have hospitality or karam. Karam in Arabic means generosity and hospitality, and it is a core value in Arab culture, and it refers to a really strong tradition of welcoming and honoring guests, and often by offering food, drinks like coffee, and even a comfortable space for them to rest. And this practice is seen as a source of pride and honor, reflecting a person's character and respect for others. And karam originates from Bedouin traditions where even strangers were treated with kindness and generosity. And today, this value is still deeply rooted in Arab society and continues to shape social interactions and customs. So, if we move on to the family and social structure, in Arab culture, family is the center of the society itself, with strong ties based on loyalty and unity. and families are often extended, including the grandparents, the uncles, and the aunts, forming a close-knit group known as Hamula. Now, the father is usually the main provider and a decision maker, while the mother manages the home and plays a key role in raising the children. And respect for the elders are very, very important in the Arabic customs. And the oldest son may take the leadership role in the family as a second father if the father is absent from home. And and also the decisions like marriage and career are also often made collectively, as family honor and reputation matter greatly. Now, marriage also connects not just two individuals together, but two families. That's reputation for the. That's why reputation matter greatly. Now, hospitality is also a part of daily life, with families always ready to welcome guests with food and drinks. And this is quite similar to Malay family structures, where strong family ties, respect for elders, and communal decision making are also highly valued. Now, let's move on to social ethic and religion. In Arab culture, social ethic is centered around respect and politeness, and people are expected to show respect to elders and use formal greetings like Assalamu alaikum. Hospitality is very, very important, like I always mention, because it is polite to accept any drinks or food that are offered to you. And public behavior is modest with limited physical contact, and people are expected to dress conservatively, especially in public places. When visiting a home, it is customary to remove your shoes. And in every conversation, sensitive topics like politics and religions are usually avoided. Now, during meals, people eat with their right hand and show appreciation for the food. Gift giving is also very common, where gifts are accepted politely and usually opened in private. So that's all for the customs in Arab compared to